Ladies and gentlemen, it's 6 o'clock, so we will commence. I would like to begin by acknowledging the Whadjuk Noongar people, the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today, and pay my respects to their elders past and present, and I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. I would just like to make a brief announcement before we move on. I would like to congratulate the 4 returning elected members back to Council, Councillor Young, Councillor Wilenko, Councillor Sadler and Councillor Bulbeck. And thank you for the past 4 years of service to the Cottesloe community. Welcome, Brett. Particularly Councillor Sadler, who served as Deputy for 3 years, Deputy Mayor for 3 years. And of course, Councillor Young, who served as 2 years as Deputy Mayor and 4 years as Mayor. I think the Cottesloe community is very lucky to have the service of those 4 elected members, and I think we're extremely lucky to have you all returning to the town to serve the town for another 4 years at least. So congratulations and welcome back. So attendance, we have everyone here with an approved leave of absence of Councillor Irvine. And I'm wondering if there are any applications for leave of absence. Oh, Councillor Bulbeck is...
Councillor Bulbeck is applying for leave of absence from the 7th of November to the 21st of November.
I'll move that one, if there's a seconder. Councillor Sadler to second it. All in favour? Unanimous. Thank you very much. And declarations of interest. We'll start with Councillor Wilenko.
Thank you. I'll just declare an impartiality interest in item 10.1.5 as a number of the people involved in those potentially involved in those committees are known to me, but I can make my decision impartially. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Sadler.
Likewise, with regard to item 10.1.5, the appointment of community members to the town's committees, I would like to declare an impartiality interest to, as many of the community members are known to me, but I can make my decision with impartiality. Thank you.
Councillor Bulbeck.
I wish to also declare an impartiality interest since some of the community members are known to me, but I can make my decision based on the merits of the cases.
Councillor Young?
Well, I might as well. An impartiality interest in respect of item 10.1.4 as community members.
5.
It's an interest I share with
10.1.5, just to clarify.
Yes, sorry, community members. Well, no, certainly those internal as well. But it's an interest I might share with.
Thank you. Sorry.
She's new. She's getting used to it.
Yeah, I'm new. It's an interest I share with a very significant number of members of our community, but I can make a decision based on merit.
Thank you. Councillor Mason?
Likewise, I have an impartiality interest as on item 10.1.5 as community members are known to me, but I can make my decision based on merit.
Thank you. Councillor Thomas?
Yep, a impartiality interest on 10.1.5. Community members are known to me, also involved with a group that is advocating for better accessibility and connection in the area, but I can make my decision based on merits.
Thank you. And I'll also declare impartiality interest in 10.1.5 due to many of the community members that have nominated for committees are known to me, but I'm able to make my decisions based on merit. And, oh, sorry. See, I'm new too. Councillor Heath.
Likewise, I will declare a conflict of impartiality interest in 10.1.5 because I know many of the community members that have applied to be on committees, but I can make my decision on the merits. Thank you.
Thank you. And just to alert the members of the public and the press that the meeting is being live streamed tonight on the website. Question time? Statement time? No questions or statements? No? So confirmation of minutes from the Ordinary Council meeting held on 23rd of September to be confirmed as true and accurate. Councillor Sadler to move it. A seconder? Councillor Wilenko, thank you. All in favour? It's unanimous. Thank you very much. No petitions, no presentations, no deputations. So on to the first report, that is 10.1, sorry, CEO, items that have been withdrawn.
Madam Mayor, it might be just easy just to deal with each of the 5 items on their
Probably.
merits here, right?
Yes.
Because I think they're all pretty simple, so.
I agree.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll go through them as is. 10.1.1, the list of payments to 31st of August 2025. Is there a mover for those list of payments? Councillor Young, and a second by Councillor Sadler. Councillor Young, do you wish to speak to it?
No, thank you.
Councillor, so we'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? That's unanimous. Thank you. 10.1.2, monthly financial statements for the period ending 31st of August 2025. Do I have a mover for those? Councillor Young, sorry, and a seconder, Councillor Heath. Would you like to speak to it?
No.
Councillor, would you like to speak? No? So we'll put it to the vote. All those in favour? Unanimous. Thank you. And the 10.1.3 CEO Quarterly Information Bulletin. It's noting the information. Would someone like to move that one? Councillor Bulbeck, thank you, and seconded by Councillor Mason. Would you like to speak to it, Councillor Bulbeck?
No, it's all good.
Councillor Mason? No? We'll put it... Oh, sorry. Apologies. Councillor Wilenko.
I have some questions, because we didn't have a agenda for them.
Correct.
And I'm wondering if I might be able to ask a few questions on this item. So I'm getting used to this chair and everywhere. I actually have 4 questions. If I could take you to page 31. It talks about a community youth inclusion strategy, which I'm very heartened to see. Terrific. It talks about working towards a Youth Week 2026, and I was just wondering if we had any date for that.
CEO, would you like to...
Yeah, under the Youth Inclusion Strategy, you can see the second paragraph. A community development team is currently planning Youth Week 2026, which is fantastic, and has applied for a grant, which is fantastic. I just wonder if we have a date or a tentative date or some idea.
To the Director of Corporate and Community.
Ms Cobby?
Through the chair, I'm unaware of the week that they are planning that for, but I can take that on notice and let you know.
Okay, that'd be great, thanks. Then if I can take you to page 41.
Sorry, 40...
41, yeah. And so now, that's the, sorry, page 40 first. I'll just try to go in order. The new enterprise resource planning implementation. Recently, I was, my wife actually, because she's the one who owns the house, received a rate notice that we hadn't paid our rates when in fact we had. And I was quite concerned about this, phoned the town to find out why. And I'm just wondering if we can have an explanation as to why that happened, and is it going to happen again, and has it been fixed? Thanks very much.
Through the Director, Ms Cobby.
Thank you. Through the chair, we have diagnosed what the problem was with the rates final notice issue. We had a lot of challenges with the receipting early on in our go live period, where a lot of the receipts weren't able to be processed as the money was paid. And because of that and the timing of the rates notice issue, those that weren't entered at the due date were issued a final rates notice. It doesn't mean they weren't paid at that due date, they just weren't processed. So there was a number, particularly BPay payments, weren't processed at that date.
So just following up, has that problem now been fixed?
The receipting now works, so that issue won't happen again.
And do we know how many rates notices went out to people?
I'm unaware of that.
Do we know how many people contacted the council over this?
I don't know the number.
Okay. Well, as long as it's fixed, I guess that's the main thing.
If I can, Madam Chair, we are getting as much communication as we can on the subject to let people know that if that was the case with their rate notice, that they shouldn't be alarmed if it was a technical glitch.
How is that being done?
through media, and we're actually contemplating using the email register that we have. Of course, that won't get everybody, but it'll get a fair chunk.
Okay. Okay. Good. Then if I could take you to page 35, there's an item there which says maintain and update the Cottesloe Local Heritage List, short term. It says for consideration as part of the local heritage strategy. I was just wondering if we could find out where that's at in terms of its development, the local heritage strategy.
Through the chair, I think there was some communication that came out to councils from the manager of planning. We are looking at a project to update the municipal heritage inventory and are looking to have someone work on that next year, 2026.
So if it's possible to get a more definitive time frame on that, I'd appreciate it.
Will have to be budgeted for next financial year, so it'll be late 2026.
All right, 2026 is a long period of time. Okay, then the last item I've got is the foreshore and beach strategy, which is on page 41. So that one talks about, I think it's on page 41. I might have got my numbers wrong here. No, where is it? I've lost track of it. I was just curious what that's, given that we have a foreshore plan. I was curious what the foreshore and beach strategy actually is. Sorry,
Madam Mayor,
I've lost which page it is.
It's a good question. I think it's a lot of things in a lot of people's minds. We actually have a workshop planned for February where we're going to scope out what the strategy is going to do. But I think it's a combination of some things on the foreshore and some things on the beach. And actually, we'd like to get feedback from councillors what they expect out of the strategy, and then it's programmed for the year 26.
So is the idea to bring together the various plans that we've got? I mean, we have a number. We've got the char mapping, we've got the foreshore plan, we've got a number of things happening in that sort of region. Is that what this brings together?
I think it's more broad than that. I think it's around, could be around events, could be around dog beach areas. There's a whole range of issues that are sort of gaps in the other strategies that we will probably try and pick up through this one.
Okay, thanks very much. That's it.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, so we will put the CEO Quarterly Information Bulletin to the vote. All those that are happy to note it? Thank you. That's unanimous. So we move on to 10.1.4, and I had earlier distributed motions that I'll put as councillor motions. So we're splitting the motion into three to deal with it in three parts. So the first one deals with the three committees. So we can go straight ahead, and I'm happy to move that if someone is happy to second it. Councillor Thomas, thank you. I don't need to speak to it because it's self-explanatory as to the names based on the people's preferences emailed to me in the best that I could accommodate. Councillor Thomas, did you wish to speak to it? Would anyone like to make changes, so therefore the CEO will explain how the voting process will work if someone would like to change their nominations or allocations?
I just wondered if it was going to be read out for the benefit of people who are online and things, was my only query. Just, I know it's very long and cumbersome, but...
Okay, yep, happy,
it was
good
a
point,
query,
happy to do that, yep. Sure. No, I'm happy to do it. So the Audit Committee, due to the change in the Local Government Act, it will be renamed the Town of Cottesloe Audit Committee to Audit, Risk and Improvement Committee, and it'll appoint the following three elected member delegates and a presiding member. So Councillor Irvine, Councillor Young, Deputy Mayor Heath, and the presiding member, Deputy Mayor Heath. Would people like to go through them one by one? Or you'll just bring up item? Okay. Number 2, the Foreshore Precinct Advisory Committee. Appoint the following 5 elected member delegates and a presiding member. Mayor Harkins, Councillor Young, Councillor Mason, Councillor Heath, Councillor Walenko, and the presiding member, Mr Adrian Finney. And I'll just note that it has been confirmed with Mr Finney that he is happy to accept that position. Number 3, the Seaview Golf Club Redevelopment Advisory Committee. The following 4 elected members, Councillor Walenko, Councillor Young, Councillor Mason, Councillor Heath, and the presiding member, Councillor Walenko. So they are the 3 committees. Anyone like to change nomination or put forward alterations to that? No? So I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? Thank you, that's unanimous. So the second part of the motion is the working groups. So we have the Active Transport Working Group and...
Madam Mayor, sorry, just before you get to the... Can we just note that it was adopted by an absolute majority of council?
Yes, thank you. Yes, because it does need to be absolute majority. Thank you. The next one is Active Transport. Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, well, am I moving them as one councillor motion?
Madam Mayor, that's in your hands. I mean, it's capable again of breaking the motion out even further if that's what you wish. But at the moment, you were intending to move, I thought, in 3 parts.
In 3 parts, yes. So this is just the second
part. So you moved the first part, which was the committees.
Yeah.
The second part, Madam Mayor, is the working groups. And the third part is the external appointments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ask a question. Do appointments to working groups require an absolute majority or is it majority?
Probably not, actually. It's appointments to committees that require the absolute majority.
Okay. So the Active Transport, Councillor Thomas, Councillor Sadler, Deputy Mayor Heath. Did we do them individually? No, I've forgotten. Are we voting? No, we keep it going. Okay, thank you. Public Open Space, Mayor Harkins, Councillor Mason, Deputy Mayor Heath. Reconciliation Action Working Group, and to note that the Mayor or Deputy Mayor is to be part of the Reconciliation Action Working Group. So Deputy Mayor, there's a typo there, it should read Deputy Mayor Heath, Councillor Young, Councillor Bulbeck, Councillor Sadler, and noting that we will require a change to the term of reference to appoint 4 elected members, so in which case it probably does need an absolute majority for that one, does it?
It's still only a working group.
Okay.
So I don't believe it does.
All right, so just to bring to your attention that is a change. Number 7, Universal Access and Inclusion Community Reference Group, elected member Mayor Harkins, and this is a change to add an elected member as a deputy delegate, Councillor Irvine. And Cottesloe Village Precinct Structure Plan Steering Group, Mayor Harkins and Councillor Sadler. Would anyone like to make changes to those? Councillor Bulbeck?
Can I ask a question before I propose a change? I seem to recall that I was the deputy on the Public Open Space Working Group last year, and I know I asked possibly for that. Does that have the possibility of a deputy? And
well, that's a good point. I don't see why not. It's a good idea to have a deputy. Can we?
There's already one.
There's 3, but not a deputy. She's a deputy mayor. Yeah. So we could have a deputy elected member, and would you like to nominate for that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So deputy elected member
Somebody else should nominate me, yes.
is Councillor Bulbeck. And we can incorporate that into the councillor motion. Any other people that would like, any other elected members who would like to make a change? Councillor Walenko?
I was actually hoping to get on the Reconciliation Action Working Group, but am I hearing it correctly that, in fact, to even have these 4, we need to change the terms of reference?
Correct. The terms of reference say 3, so we would have to increase it by 1 to make it to 4.
But you've got 4 people there.
Correct.
So we have to change it anyway to make it 5. Right.
Is that
if,
I mean, would that be a wrong thing to do? I know it would make us have a lot of councillors on it,
Puts
but
a lot
if
of
that's not
councillors on it, doesn't it?
enthusiastic.
Yeah.
well, it's to be debated if you are wanting to. I would agree with that. So anyone else wanted to make any changes or alterations? Councillor Young?
Thank you, Mayor Harkins. Could I just ask, with the Constable Village,
with the precinct structure plan, whether it might be worthwhile having a deputy for that,
Yeah.
and perhaps Councillor Belinko, given that he has worked in it and I believe showed an interest, whether for continuity it would be advisable to have him
Yeah.
at least as a deputy.
Councillor Wilenko, are you happy to act as the deputy?
Sure, that'd be fine.
Yep. So we'll add a deputy member to the Cottesloe Village Precinct, and that is Councillor Wilenko. Thank you. Any other? Oh, sorry, Councillor Heath. You have to jump up and down there.
Yeah, just a question. Why do we only have one elected member on the universal access? Is that just traditionally been the case? And a deputy? Do we know?
Madam Mayor, I don't know. It's been the way it's been created in the past with only one member and a deputy. I don't think you'd want to. Many of these external committees where you're looking for external expertise and lived experience, you don't want to cloud it with too many elected members because we're actually trying to get external input.
Councillor Sadler?
If it's okay to make a contribution, you have got quite a few people who are, as the CEO has said, representing sort of big stakeholder groups in the community and aiming to put forward a disability, act on the disability access and inclusion plan. So it is more about chairing a meeting and listening to the views of the community rather than navigating anything beyond that, is sort of my experience sort of when I was chairing that meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone like to propose any changes before we put it to the vote? Councillor Young?
Oh, sorry. We've put changes, but we haven't voted on them. So do we have to read it out again as a motion?
Okay, I'll read it out again. So the active...
Assuming there are no more changes.
No, so the active transport group will be Councillor Thomas, Councillor Sadler, Deputy Mayor Heath. Public Open Space Working Group, Mayor Harkins, Councillor Mason, Deputy Mayor Heath, with a deputy elected member being Councillor Bullbeck. The Reconciliation Action Working Group, changing the terms of reference to appoint 4 elected members, with the Deputy Mayor Heath, Councillor Young, Councillor Bullbeck, Councillor Sadler. The Universal Access and Inclusion, elected member and presiding member Mayor Harkins, and a change of elected member as a deputy, Councillor Irvine. Cottesloe Village Precinct Structure Plan Steering Group, Mayor Harkins, Councillor Sadler, and add deputy elected member Councillor Wilenko. So all those in favour? Yeah, I moved it at the beginning. Yeah. So in favour is... Sorry? Yeah, at the beginning though, at the very beginning. Yeah. Yeah. So all those in favour? So that's unanimous. Thank you. And then the third part of that motion, which we have already moved and seconded, is external committees and groups. I'll go through those. Cottesloe Coast Care, appoint the delegate of Councillor Bullbeck and the deputy delegate Councillor Heath. The Development Assessment Panel, the DAP, DAP member delegate Councillor Irvine, DAP member delegate Councillor Young, alternate DAP member delegate Deputy Mayor Heath, and alternate deputy member Mayor Harkins. Grove Library Management Committee, elected member Mayor Harkins, elected member deputy Councillor Bullbeck. Metropolitan Regional Road Group, elected member Councillor Thomas, elected deputy delegate Councillor Sadler. Procot Incorporated, elected member Councillor Irvine, elected deputy delegate Deputy Mayor Heath, Wolga Central Metropolitan Zone Committee, elected member Councillor Sadler, Councillor Young and elected member Deputy Delegate Councillor Bullbeck, Western Metropolitan Regional Council, elected member Delegate Councillor Wilenko, elected member Deputy Delegate Councillor Young. Is there anyone that would like to make changes or alterations to those external working groups and committees? No? Well, in that case, I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? Thank you. That's unanimous. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I have a copy of that. Oh, yes, I do. So the next one is also will be a councillor motion, the 10.1.
I move that we close the meeting for consideration of this part, given that we'll be dealing with extra and the community. You may or may not be accepted on committees and working groups.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did discuss that, but yes, so move it, second Councillor Sadler. All those in favour? Thank you. No one there. Well, Mayor Young created that precedent, reading it out. So the results will be published in the minutes? Thank you. Thank you for attending the first OCM. Thank you. At 6:40, 6:39. Thank you.